Alright, so this is another video. So this one's going to be about US Alice webbing. So we'll go through all the individual bits and talk about them, their features and all that. And yeah, just give an overview of what a soldier in the Middle East would have, like during Desert Storm or whatever. Or even Panama or Grenada maybe as well. So this is just the LC-2 webbing set. There's a few Vietnam bits in this webbing set, and one bit which is about late 90s, early 2000s. It's just the belt. So we'll go through all of the bits individually, starting with the magazine pouches. So I'm not sure. I think these are the later version, the darker ones, and the earlier version from the 80s would have brighter color, I think. But see, it says US on this one, but it's not there anymore in this one. They've got little clips there to keep the main door closed, right? And where you put your mags. These are basically just a finalized version of the Linclo mag pouches that you see in Vietnam, but during Vietnam they'd have mag pouches that were made to fit all different kinds of mags, so M14 mags, M16 mags. These ones are just remade to fit the 30 round M16 mags, the 556. So they can fit 3 of them each, going like this way. You'll see it, but they've got uh slots on the sides of them where you could stick a grenade. Right, I don't know the name of the grenade, but they were the small round ones. They'd go in there, and there's poppers there, and you'd loop these through the pin. Right, stop the pin from being pulled out. So there's 2 on both sides, so you can carry 4 grenades if you have 2 of these. Right, on the back of them, you've got Alice clips. I forget the name that they had in Vietnam, but as far as I'm concerned, these are just regular Alice clips. These have been used for years, and Molly replaced these, but these are arguably better than Molly. Molly, however you pronounce it. But you've got 2 loops here at the tops of them, that the suspenders would attach to keep the pouches from like angling forward on the belt. So these attach to a pistol belt, little clips. They just close like that, and yeah, they're a simple concept really. They just go through these loops, and they're very secure. They shouldn't come apart unless they break for some reason, but I don't know. We'll pop these open now. So there is a stiffening in the front of these. There's the stiffening on, like in this part. Well, where the clips go, there's stiffening there. Just probably to keep their shape more, but you can see I've got mags in these. Just yeah, you can see the stiffening stuff there, the white plastic that's stitched in there. And I've just got airsoft mags in them, but you can see how they go in. I'll just take these out. This one, I'll take them out both of them because one of them is in better condition than the other. Alright, so you can see in there's a hole in the bottom of them so water can drain out of it. Yeah, it's quite dark, you can't really see it, but there's these bands. They've snapped on this one, but you can still see them there. They divide up the 3 M16 mags. So yeah, that's the M16 mag pouches for the Alice webbing. So we'll move on to the water bottle now. So let's pause this. Alright, we're back. So this is the canteen for the LC-2 webbing. This is a later model because it's a lot darker. Sorry, I had to run downstairs to get the water bottle, but the earlier ones would have a lighter colored canvas or nylon, whatever it's made out of. it was a lighter color when they were made in the 80s and 90s. Late 80s, early 90s. This one was made in the late 90s, early 2000s, so it's got a darker color to it. But there's a small pocket on the front of it for the decontamination pills for water, if you're getting water out of a river or whatever. This one's also on the back with Alice clips. So, oh, sorry. It's not much different to the M56 canteen. This popper here's a lot weaker than this one. This one's a lot stronger, but yeah, it's not that much different to the Vietnam era canteen covers. Sorry. So you have just your regular US canteen. For water only, do not apply canteen to open flame burner plates. These replace the M1910 water bottles in Vietnam. So you've got a drainage hole in the bottom of it, and it's lined with like a sort of wool, maybe wool, like fox wool even. I'm not sure. Probably just fox wool, but yeah, that's just to stop the water from freezing if it's cold out. And you could probably fit a cup. Yeah, you would be able to fit a cup around this, the M1910 cup, and then fit it in here. Pretty easy. It's actually got a nice bit of weight to it, so yeah, that's about it for this one. Now we'll move on to the next bit. All right, so this is This is the next bit, not the final bit, but this is the next bit. This is an M1961 butt pack. Originally came out in Vietnam. 1961 replaced the M56 butt pack, because that one wasn't big enough and sort of getting outdated. But yeah, this one's got a larger capacity than the M56 butt pack, and it's just overall a better piece. So it says US on the front of it. You got two strap closures on both sides of it. You've got buttons here, or not buttons, but like loopholes, so you can stick the older style attachments or whatever that have the like hook and loop wiring sort of thing, like the old World War II sort of not sure you call it, but the webbing. So you could just loop it through there and then have it hanging off the flap. So it's got a carry handle there on top and a slot to put a name tag. Alright, so on both sides there are loops, so you can push something like, like a small compass pouch or something. You just stick it on there. Right? And the back, we've got another two Alice clips, but Vietnam, these weren't called Alice clips, they're just, I forget the name they're called, but yeah, this is a replica as well. You can see the Miltech tag there. So this is actually quite large to put in frame fully. Right? So you've got two belt loops up here that you'd put the suspenders, the back suspenders. So for the M56 you just have two straps, but with the Alice you'd have two of them leading into one, right? So in the M56 one there would be a hole here, so you can stick these straps which loop around to hold a sleeping bag or a sleeping mat. They could go up inside to the main compartment, but they don't do it on this one. Yeah, you can see the loops here as well. There. Alright. So on the bottom you can see the other buckles for the straps underneath it, so you can stick sleep mat, as I said. Yeah, these butt packs are quite small. You can see my hand there beside it. They were only made to hold like your 24-hour rations, cleaning kit, maybe some other bits like, I don't know. But yeah, we'll just open these. Oh no, our studio's falling apart. Technical issues, please stand by. Alright, we're back and I have it open, so you can see I have the straps open. So we've got on the inside there, got a nylon sort of waterproofing bit on the inside. Just stop water from coming in through the flap. I've just got an MP4 haversack inside it, right? So you just roll that up and you put the flap over, and there you go. Bob's your uncle. So, right, that's the M1961 book pack. These were used during Desert Storm despite them being Vietnam era, because until the late 90s, these were replaced by the Woodland butt packs, which also came in tricolor desert camo, and they were made for sort of Mole more than Alice, right? So that's the M1961 book pack. We'll move on to, oh god, another bit. Alright, so this little dude here is it's either a compass pouch or to hold your field rations. So you see these worn either on the belt, but they'd mostly be worn on the suspenders up by the soldier's shoulder. So this is a replica, but it's supposed to be a later model because the earlier ones don't have this drainage hole. Sorry, and this also held on by an Alice clip. Oh, no, it goes around this way. I have around the other way because on my webbing on the suspender I just have it upside down. So this is kept up the right way, right? Take that way. I don't have a field thing. I can't think of the name. I don't have that in here. I just have a few, like, I have like a balaclava sort of thing wrapped up in here, and it's got a button. Or not a button, but one of these poppers. Made in Korea tag, but yeah, it's got a popper there, which just closes up. It's made of nylon, and you see the loop there to hold your Alice clip. Alright, so that's that. We'll move on to the belt and the suspenders now. Alright, so unfortunately these things are too big to have fully in frame, so we'll just cover the belt first and then move on to the suspenders. So this is an LC-3 belt, it's not an LC-2. I don't have an LC-2 belt, but this one's just got a decent buckle on it, rather than the LC-2 having the funny looking plastic buckle. But the way you adjust it is you just pull this off of there, and you pull that back, this part, and then you can pull it through and around there, and you can see the this the tighten part here, and then this the belt that loops around, right, and that's buttoned there. So you've got buttons all around, so you can stick, I don't know what you're going to stick on it, but just little attachments or whatever. Alice clips don't go through these, just the Alice clips just attach onto it. So it's got a tag on the back of it which I can't read for the life of me. It's really faded. It's got writing on the buckle though. So here, it'll focus. Alright, so it says ITW Nexus Wooddale IL60191 NX1. Right, I have no clue what that means. It's got a little symbol in the corner of it, whatever that means. The other end of the buckle, the male side of it, doesn't have anything. Alright, so now I'll show you the suspenders. Alright, this is having a bad time focusing. Okay, so here are the suspenders. This is they're called Y straps. Only got one down the middle that should be tightened up, but obviously loosened. But so here we've got a loophole, so we can stick our little compass pouch on there, and we've got this thing. Not sure what you'd put on it. Yeah, it's just a D loop. I'm not sure like what would go on there. Maybe a Bergen would attach to it. But we've got the buckles there to tighten up the straps, and here you can see the clip, which will, hold on, let me get M16 page. This will go on there like that, right? So these are different to the M56 ones, because the M56 ones are in a H sort of shape. You can see that it's just two sort of padded shoulder pads. They're not that padded, but they're good enough. They attach with this part here, and then you have another buckle which attach, and then you've got these two clips at the back which attach to the butt pack. Alright. So they have loops around them, these little elastic bands to just tighten up and neaten up, so then you don't have straps everywhere. So that's the Alice LC-2 webbing set. I don't think I have anything else to show you. I believe that's it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Tell me anything you have to say in the comments. So thanks.